Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Sargel18. Episode 13 of Sargel18 Unchained. Lies of Revelation, UFOs, Aliens, and Politics. Tonight's video is more on the lies of Revelation that are being revealed. The jig is up. They can't hide or fool the masses anymore. So now they've reached a point of expanding the lies so they will get the knuckleheads that will believe anything that they're told on TV or news to vote for them. If you watched the debate last night, could you see all the lies from the VP? One after another, non-stop, each easily fact-checked to be true. And straight-faced, and here she was, straight-faced lying to you. And if you do prove that they are lying, they just give a smirk and deflect any responsibility and on to the next lie. Kind of reminds me of the way they've done with the migrants. They catch somebody, they've harmed somebody, raped somebody, they release them or try to send them back. They come back in, they do it again. It's just a rotating deal. Now on to the next lie. There is a little thing called by God bearing false witness against someone, and it's really impossible to get around once you die. You will be judged. Lying about one person is enough to screw you. But lying, like we saw last night, to millions of people will put you in hell every time, bottom line. So these people, even though they think they're getting away with it because of their deal with the dark side, are going to get it in the end anyway. There's no getting around that. Karma and lessons, levels, hell, heaven, there's no way to get around it. Not the way God has put it all together. And personally, all this lying that they're doing, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth their soul, but they're selling it like that. And they're going to try to get you to sell it, as I've talked about, between now and 2034. Remember the War of 34. Remember it. You may as well write it in stone. I'm never wrong, and neither is Devron, so it will happen. That'll be the apocalypse. The year of the apocalypse. Alright now. Now, remembering that you were lied to last night and how well organized it is, let's move on to UFOs. And this really gets under my skin. The whole paranormal UFO community in general. What I've witnessed over the years is laughable. Now, the UFO reality since 1947 Roswell has pretty much been standard. Flying saucers, ETs that are aliens, abductions, etc. And always fear inserted into the general idea to keep people in line. The government will kill you, or the men in black will, if you expose them, blah, 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 blah. All bullshit. All bullshit. And it's all bullshit put out by the construct to hide the truth. Not that UFOs and aliens aren't real. They are. But to hide who they are, and where they come from. And that's where I came in. Until I came along and made contact, then besides revelation starting at that moment when that doorway opened, the truth was brought out that the aliens and their technology, their UFO ships, did not come from third dimension, but through portals that were created here, or vortexes as some people, everybody wants to say, got a vortex, got a vortex. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I lost myself there, I got caught in it. Portals that were created here by God and His design. And once they are here, once the aliens are here, the multiverse beings, they can become solid or travel in orb energy form. And I proved that too. They didn't like me showing the world that. They did not at all. That's why they came down on any information that I have on the internet. As I said before, a week after contact, I had 186,000 hits on the search engines. About 2 weeks later, 8,000. What happened to all those hits? And they've been doing it ever since. But they can only go so far because they know I have major backing, and I think they're just walking on eggs a little bit around me when it comes to that. Now, the United States is worth, right now, $269 trillion. And with all that money, power, and design, they started with Roswell, which was a setup, and have kept it going all along. They pay people to make shit up and to keep it mainstream. Oh, I defected from the government. I got all this evidence. Oh, look, the alien autopsy thing, which is, I know the people that did it. They're so full of shit, it's ridiculous. And I remember back then, but you know what? People don't want to be real and honest. They want to be liars and frauds. So, all right. Me being one of the top UFO paranormal people in the world, and the holder of more tangible evidence than all of them combined, I'm telling you, it's all a lie to cover up the truth. And I get nothing by telling you this. I get nothing. I don't ask for money. I don't want to be on television. I don't want any of that. You know, I will go on TV if they want me to now, but because I have a lot more experience. But I don't want to. I don't care. I don't care. And I get nothing by telling you except the chance to speak the truth and show you the evidence to back me up. And that's what I've done the whole time. Let me tell you, when it really opened my eyes, when I first came out and decided to follow my mission back in 89 and 90, on what I saw, I had to taste all the happenings in the world of UFOs, metaphysics, psychics, channeling, blah, 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 to see, what I agreed with or not. And I didn't agree with any of it. Plus, I can tell they were bullshitting because I can read their aura. And when you're lying, your aura gets close and tight to your body. When you're telling the truth, it becomes colorful and expands. Like a walking lie detector. That's why I was so good at doing readings. Now, here are some questions to ponder. It's been 77 years since the Roswell scam started. Not one person has come up with any tangible, in-your-face evidence except for Sargel-18. Why? How come they've been looking for 77 years, at least that we know, all over the world, millions of people, and I say out of the blue, through Devron, I'm going to find the aliens. And it took me 2.5 years to do it. Why? Why wasn't it done before? People are afraid, man. I keep talking about that, about growing up. You can't live in a world like this has become by being a child. And letting your petty emotions run your life. Because you're going to get real emotional soon enough. Okay. Another question. Why has Sargel-18 been the only researcher to find a real vortex and be able to take hundreds of people there to prove it? Why? Because in the world of metaphysics, vortexes are a dime a dozen. I got a vortex in my yard. I got a vortex in my bathroom. I got a vortex under my house, and I got one over my house. Plus, being a 6th conjuncting Scorpio, I have pretty damn good presence in front of people, and I don't even want to tell you how many women have told me that they have a vortex in their bed and they want me to come and check it out. Exact words, but number of them. I got a vortex in my bedroom. I got a vortex in my bed. You should come over. Yeah. Thank God I met Sandra. Okay. So, why? Why have I been the only one? That's because everything else you're listening to is a lie. And why am I still alive and doing this? I told you. Who backs me and where my soul comes from. They know that. You don't fuck around with that. I mean, there are some that will, but most know to back off. And if they don't back off, they're stopped by Devron or Divine Providence or Jesus. Mother Teresa. She helps me a lot. If you believe all the threats that people come up with, stating the government put them in jail or threatened their lives, how come I'm still alive? Right? That's something to think about in a short version of what I just said before. How come I'm still alive? How come I'm kicking? I'm saying all this shit and I'm proving it. I'm just beginning with Unchained, this Unchained line of videos. I'm going to stick with it for a long time until I am called on by heaven to do other things. Now, in closing, what you saw in the debate last night coming from the VP is just the tip of the iceberg of how they control you. Let's hope you didn't fall for it, that you could see it yourself. Now, I'm going to leave with a couple of tidbits. One, the most gullible and stupidest, I'm sorry for saying it, but I got to say it, gullible and stupidest people I have ever met in my life are in the UFO, paranormal, witchcraft community. They'll believe anything. They'll say they do anything. They'll run from anything real. It was disappointing. That's why I broke free. I spent 2 years studying from 90 to 92. I'm a natural speed reader. I can read over 900 words a minute with full comprehension. So I was gobbling up books on every subject, from Lemuria to UFOs, Edgar Cayce, magic as far back, and alchemy as in Egypt. 4 or 5 books a week, just eating them and seeing what parts I agreed with and what I didn't. So I knew my shit. And when I got out there, especially to the people who were famous, which as I said, I've known them all, and they don't like me because I take away their attention and money. It's depressing. So I walked away from it, started doing my own thing, and now look, of course, I discovered the orbs, I discovered the vortex, I made contact that way, all this stuff, and that's only a little bit of what I've done, but still, it's there. Now, also, there are many con men in the world, in the community of UFOs, aliens, magic, that are there to take advantage of people, and I have met a number of them. And of course I knew right away what they were, but even in their egotistical viewpoint of themselves, they think they could hide from me, and they couldn't. And now some of them, if they're still alive, are really getting some karmic shit. All right. You can't be gullible when it comes to your belief system. You have to always challenge it and always prove it, at least to yourself. Like I did with the ghost that told me to go to Walmart and I can get a brand new PS3 when that was impossible. And I did. I went at it. I didn't go to buy the PS3. I did not think that there was going to be one there like that. And look what happened. So, Now, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you some pictures. Recently, myself and Telequa at the Vortex, and other people, but they all fell behind, got scared, dealt with technology, alien technology, and saw it in action, got the photo evidence or physical evidence and all. That's way, way beyond anything that we even have now. And this was 26 years ago. I was dealing with this. And before that, too, I saw more. Where the vortex is definitely a hot spot and one of the most dangerous places on the planet. And they just keep packing people in there in condos and all so that the beings can feed off of them. And that's it. That's the deal. And the government can do that. Remember, $269 trillion, you can make anybody believe anything however long it takes. 100 years, 50 years, a day. You can make anybody believe anything. So, recently, DARPA, which basically owns the vortex, the area of the vortex, came up with a brand new... They're coming up with a lot of super stuff, which we've already seen, Sandra and I, at the vortex, as I said, over 26 years ago. But it takes about that long to get the alien technology, make it viable for third dimension, blah, 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 and get it going. So, and we all know Elon's on top of that. He's probably one of them. Oh, right. Sandra, as I had told you before, is the only one that can shoot the Merkabah ships. You know, with each carrying one little alien. And what they do is they skim through the water of the vortex, which is loaded with chemicals and mercury. And mercury is what they need. And mercury is the most coveted metal in alchemy, too. Because it's two types of forms. Liquid and, you know, solid. So, they skim through it with these little ships that she calls Merkabahs, and they collect that. And you can see on the picture I'm going to show you here. Now, I showed this before, but I'm going to show it again, because there's a reason for it. There's one of, this is taken with regular film, over that river at the vortex where the lightning hit that one time when we kissed. And there it is. It's only about as big as a... you know, like a table in your living room you put your drinks on. It's about 5 feet by 4 feet across, and they're skimming, and they come in the hundreds. And what you see, that little black ring on top of it, because it's raised in the middle, is the pollution from the water. You know, like the signs of going through water, and that's it there. And I'm going to show you another picture, because when I get to this, you're going to say, holy shit, Sarge, what happened there? What's with that? Here's a close-up of that. Here's a close-up of that picture. Now, yeah, you can easily see the watermarks going around it. You can see its design. It's raised in the middle. You know, there it is. All right. Now, oh, and I'll just show this for shits and giggles. This is what one looks like inside. You can see the little alien there, and then you see a white line to his right. That's his control panel. And then if you look right back down to the edge of the ship, you see what looks like a square, and that's the doorway. And that's how they come in and out. Sandra takes outrageous. She's taken some of the best, well, the second best in the world. I'm the best. That's just the way it is. So now the government and DARPA have let out that they have a new submersible Manta ship. And they even say alien technology. They're not even denying it, which I told you, that's what Revelation's about revealing. And I'm going to show you a picture of that. Look, it's the manta ray I just showed you that the aliens use. Except this one has a fin on the back. That's the only difference. Look at it. There it is. Now, again, I'm sorry, I should have brought this back over. Here. Then we have this. Then we have this. There it is. I told you, I love this shit. Okay, so we have that. So, and I want to show you this one, because then you can really see the design well. Hold on. There it is, in dock. It's the same ship. There it is in 1998 at the Vortex. And there it is now. So, as I said, the governments and the powers of the world are in league with Lucifer and the negative beings. The Endorians, the good ones that are my contacts and all, they don't seem to care about any of that. They just care that the evil, the demons, and the negative aliens don't screw up our civilization. Which, of course, they have me involved too. So there's a good possibility I can pull that off. I just don't know yet. So I just wanted to get this out tonight because it bothered me watching the lying last night. And Trump got caught up in it, and he shouldn't have. On that stage, as I told you before, God created, when he created Third Dimension, he created good 50% and evil 50%. You saw that on stage last night. You decide. I want everybody to stay prayed up, and peace out.